Hello everybody, this is Sheldon from Shellrock Art. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing another pour over. This is okay, but I think I could do better. And I know a lot of people say, why do you pour over a lot of pieces? Because since I've been doing this style, I believe I've made some improvements. So in that sense, I'm going to be pouring over this one. Plus, the clouding is not really, it's a lot of stripes, but not a whole lot of clouds except for these little tips right here. So I'm going to try to make it to where I have better clouds. And this part right here gets a little bit muddy around here. So I'm going to do this again. I have my colors. I believe this color is the Dynamic Fury. I'm not certain, but it's one of my pigments, the chameleon colors. I want to say Dynamic Fury, but it's kind of hard to tell. But I believe that's what it is. Anyway, it's either gonna be drying up more green to metallic, green to gold. That's what I'm thinking it is. So it might be the Griffin's Fury. I'm thinking that's what this is the Griffin's Fury, not the Dynamic. All right, anyway, that's gonna be the center color. And I guess in another video, you will see the dry results because it won't dry in time for this showing here. Before me, there was Taz from Taz Maya Art, and also Patty from Let's Pouring with Patty. So, I have a Dioxazine Purple. This beautiful like sunset kind of yellow. I believe that's a Self-Made Modern. Yeah. This is pure magenta. I think that's mixed with quinacridone magenta too, if I'm not mistaken. Turquoise blue. These are paints I'm using up from older pours. This is a blend of ultramarine blue and phthalo blue, and it may have some prism pour. What's the name of that color? Macaw blue. And then I got my cloud mix, which is Artist Love Soft Body White mixed with US Floetrol, 2 parts to 1, and then I add a little bit of water just to get the right consistency. That's there. And I might use some of this Extreme Sheen blue. I think this is called Sapphire Blue Deco Art to kind of add a little bit of color to the cloud mix as well. And of course, for some contrast, I got black. So those are my colors I'm going to be using. So let's layer the cup and do this pour. I still haven't cleaned up from the last pour, so please forgive me. Sometimes you got a busy life and painting can be messy. Sometimes you don't have time to switch up pads in between pours, and that's okay. I never saw a perfectly clean art room. There's paint everywhere. That means work's getting done. All right, so let's layer the cup. This is a 9-ounce cup, I believe, 10-ounce cup, 14 by 14 inch canvas. So let's layer this puppy. So the central color, that's going to be the start. I'll put that in first. Put a good amount. And then I'll follow that up with some black, because I like to have nice contrast or background color behind that. So there's my background of black. Then we'll go with this purple, dioxazine purple, to color the cloud mix, because I want the cloud mix early in this piece. Good amount. And just a little dabble of this blue, just to give it a trim. Not a lot. Not like I did the white. Okay. Then I'll come on the back end with this magenta. Okay. Good. Then this blue mixture here. Some more of the black for contrast. What's next? Let's give a little bit more if I have any of this left. Give the rest of this, what do you call it? Get that color. Then we'll go back with the purple, because the darker color that's going to be behind that. Not a lot. Let's go with the turquoise this time. Turquoise blue. Some of the cloud mix for the second layer of cloud. Then dioxazine purple. I'll finish that off. Let me give some of that sapphire blue there, extreme sheen. That might give a nice effect along the edges. Yeah, I decided against the yellow. These colors are good as it is. I don't want the yellow to mess it up. And then we're going to finish it off with some black. And then we're going to put some black here in the center to start the pour. There's my cup. Nice colorful layers there. I'm going to thin that out a little bit. Good. And let's pour the cup. Try to keep it in the center. Let some of that stuff churn up in there. And now for that chameleon color at the end with a twist. Now this little twist style, I liked it when I first saw Tiffany do it from Willie B Studios. So I like the way she poured it when it came out of the cup. So shameless shout out to her. All right. All right. This looks a little better. The little white area looks strangely weird. I hope that Pandora comes out nice. Let's spin this out. Nope. Be centered first. All right. think that'll do it. Hopefully those colors will show up in the middle. That black against it, but that cloud mix kind of went up against that black and turned everything kind of grayish looking. But it's pretty. I kind of like the what came out of it. It's not my usual dark area next to that contrast. But I think it'll work. So let me get you down for a closer look. I'm not mixing anymore. Okay, folks. Now this turned out nice. The clouds, nice and puffy. No problems with that. Puffy little fingerlings like I always look for. But where I messed up was in my layering. So I was supposed to put something behind the black to separate the black from the chameleon color. And I didn't. So that's why I got this gray area here. So hopefully it doesn't mess up the effect in here once it dries. But it looks better against the black background as opposed to a white background from the cloud mix. So I was supposed to put purple behind the black and then the cloud mix. And I skipped that step. But overall, it's still a nice looking piece. Nice feathering here. Looks almost like ostrich feathers. You know, that burlesque women will wear. That's what it almost looks like. So maybe that's what I'll name it. I'll name it burlesque. But it's still a nice contrasting piece with the feathers in the middle, the white, and then all these clouds, colored clouds coming through here, and that turquoise down the bottom. So it's definitely a nice piece. So thank you for watching the Creative Art Collective with myself, Teslima Maya, and Patty. So that next week, we'll give you another show. But for now, happy Saturday and have a great day. Happy pouring. Bye-bye.